Do you hate it when you wake up in the morning, it's dark and cold and miserable? Wouldn't you much rather wake up in the morning when it's nice and sunny and bright? Well, with this new sunrise alarm clock, that's exactly what you get. So here we have the sunrise alarm clock. We have got the functions for you. The first functions are on the left hand side, which is alarm 1 and alarm 2. All you have to do to set these is press and hold down the alarm you want for a few seconds and the display will start flashing. The next set of buttons along on the left hand side are the function or mode buttons for setting the alarm time and that sort of thing. The middle button is the OK or confirmation. The top and bottom button are to go up or down. So the first options you have is the time of the alarm. You would press up or down to set the alarm hour. You then press the middle button OK to confirm. It then goes on to the minutes and you can go up or down again and again. Once you've found the time that you want the alarm to go off, you press the middle button for confirming that choice. It then next takes you onto the audio aspect of your alarm. You have a number of preset options. You have things like bird song, guitar, piano, waves. You also have the radio option and you have the option to turn off all audio so there's no sound whatsoever, and you just press up or down to go through those choices, and then when you have selected the one that you want, you just press the middle OK button to confirm. You then have the option of the level of volume that you have for the audio aspect of your alarm. You can have it very quiet or you can have it quite loud at volume 20. I personally find that around a volume 11 or 12 is the preference I want. You would press OK to confirm and continue. This takes you on to the sunrise light aspect of the alarm, which is most probably the best feature of this clock. So in this you would then press up or down. This will allow you to adjust the brightness of your alarm. Once you have found the brightness that you want, and I always select the full brightness, which is level 20, you just press the middle button, which is OK to confirm, and then it takes you on to how long you want the light to last, or in effect how long it takes to get bright. As this is a sunrise alarm clock, you have the option of going from 5 minutes, increasing every 5 minutes, so 5, 10, 15, 20, or you can go in lots of 10, so you can do 10, 20, 30, 40. You have a maximum of 65 minutes that this clock will slowly brighten up over time, and you will see a demo of this where it's set at 5 minutes, and at 5 minutes it comes on and it gradually gets brighter. So at the time of your alarm going off, the light will be at its peak brightness for you. The next button along is one dead center at the very top of the alarm, and this is the snooze button. So when your alarm goes off, you can press this button and it will turn off the audio and turn off the light. Or if you want, you can use this button to actually turn the light on as a desk lamp or side bed light if you wish. The final set of 3 combination buttons on the right hand side of the clock is for the radio. This is an FM radio and you can have a lot of preset channels. If you want, you can just jump from channel to channel or go back or forward with the top or bottom button. These also double as a radio volume control. You can have the radio very quiet, or you can actually increase the volume to level 20, which is again very loud. The last 2 buttons that we have are one which is a sleep button. What this would do is you can press this button and you can have anywhere up to 120 minutes of sleep, where it would play specific or different tunes or even radio, and you can actually change the color of the light, so you can go through a full spectrum of light color that it will emit, and you can change the brightness as well, and that will then after the set time switch off altogether. So it is a very functional, very handy feature, and might be something that you may use, or something that may be handy for young children to help them fall asleep. The very last option is the dimmer / time set. So to set the time, you would press and hold this down for a few seconds, and then you would go back to the previous up or down and OK confirmation buttons as shown here to set that time. in place, and the dimmer button is for the brightness of the time on the clock. You have off, low or high. I personally always have it on low, as the high visibility or high brightness, sorry, it is very bright and actually keeps me awake if I have it on the full brightness. So I always opt for the low option, and that is how the clock functions. However, if you are interested, this sunrise alarm clock does have a USB function at the back where you can charge a 5-volt item. As a little demo here, I'm going to show you what it can do. So I'm just plugging in a USB cable, and this USB cable is going to power and recharge my smart ring, which will be a link at the end of the video. But it's a very handy little function. If you have something that only runs on 5 volts, you can power this and charge this off the clock as well as run the clock normally. One thing that I'll do now is I'm going to go and show you how the clock sounds throughout its functions, so that'll be up next.
Teddy Swims. David Walliams, our special guest this World
Very
Book Day.
naughty in the studio. The world's naughtiest author, that's the next book.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So there you are, that is the sunrise alarm clock. I've tried a couple of them, but this one is by far one of the best I've ever used. I actually own 2 of these because they're so good, and I'll be honest with you, being able to wake up in the morning in winter and be nice and light compared to being dark and cold and grey is such a huge difference to how you feel when you wake up in the morning. I can't explain enough. The clock is absolutely brilliant. It's never let me down once. The alarms are fantastic. The brightness of the lamp is really good. I honestly can't fault this. I bought this for about £18 on eBay. and I would strongly recommend, if you are wanting to wake up nice and refreshed with a nice light day in your room, as if the sun's shining through the window, you cannot go wrong with this fantastic sunrise alarm clock. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer those for you.